All right, let's get to the superhero movies. And as you can tell, I'm through up the Silver Surfer. But before I do, I just wanted to make a quick recap of the crime and, of course, the horror movies. There's lots I didn't mention, like in the horror section, I didn't mention movies like From Hell and movies like the Tommy Knockers. Though there will be an additional horror one and an additional gangster film posts done. But I did want to mention that I didn't mention a lot of Tarantino movies because you can consider any Tarantino movie a gangster film. But there are some civil rights stuff going on in there. There's a lot of his films, and they hidden, especially the westerns that he does. So I'm going to do a whole westerns one as well. But let's do this. We'll call this comic ones because technically my favorite superhero movie of all time, Spawn. I was always a Hellboy fan. I was always, a fan of Blade, the darker type stuff. Blade, V for Vendetta. There's, Hellboy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got all of them. But one movie that doesn't really get the credit it deserves for being a superhero type movie, necessarily isn't a superhero movie, Push. Doesn't get the credit it truly deserves. To me, Push is almost like, in the same category that of comic style movies that you would the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is one more that I kind of could connect to that. Another comic that doesn't get noticed for its very good comics, like bloody comics, is the Predator comics. I thought those ones were. I want to write a Predator comic, and it's about him coming back into the Civil War time and shooting a bunch of people from the South. It's bloody as fuck. Like, what can I really say? It's one of the greatest comics of all time. This one, though, is my most expensive comic. I had somebody praise it for me. So, I'm going to be sending it off here soon to PSA to get a PSA test on it to see how good of a quality it is. If I was to say the best movie of all time, the best one that, if origin-wise and everything, Deadpool. And Deadpool 2. Both of them are just, like, you can tell Deadpool 2 is an origin of the X-Force or whatever, so you're going to see Thunderbolts, you're going to see X-Force. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. I can't wait to... the Marvel Universe is really expanding. DC Universe is expanding as well. Like, Black Adam just looks absolutely... I've seen only bits and parts, but it's absolutely astronomically one of the coolest films I've seen Dwayne Johnson in for a while, and he's done a lot of cool films. I did go out though, purchase No Way Home. I thought that was a cool one to pick up. I was impressed. It was better than Endgame because Endgame just felt like they put a bunch of old Marvel screen times into one movie, and they just made a little bit of freaking, like, there was a big battle scene. That's technically the only new thing that they did. I liked it. I like how I like Doctor Strange, Benedict, taking the young Tom Holland under his wing. I think that's a good idea. If they do plan on bringing back the Tony Stark Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, whatever you want to call him, I think it probably will be good because it's Disney. Disney has the money to do it. I'm excited. I'm excited for a lot of it, but at the same time, it just feels like everybody, like Marvel and DC, they're pushing for that audience, the audience that we used to have in the theaters, but it's just we're not really gonna get that no more. And to me, there really isn't a film that'll grasp you to go to the theaters. Like Avatar 2, I highly doubt a lot of people aren't going to go to the theaters because it needs to break $1 billion just to break even. But I don't. It's like, who's gonna, like, these days? It's no, people would rather just wait for the movie to come out on DVD when it's out in 3 or 4 months, you know. And in most of the people wait till it's on a stream site so they can get it for free. No one's gonna pay $24 for a film anymore. You know, me, I bought most of these long time ago. There's very few. There's one that I pick up every so often for about $15, 20 maybe. I don't think I've ever spent more than that on even a Blu-ray now these days. Like, I don't spend very much on films. I don't buy very, like, I always go to like pawn shops and stuff because that's where I'm gonna find all the movies I'm looking for. But no, like, I'm excited. I'm excited about the new Punisher, the new Ghost Rider. I'm hoping to see more of those because I saw Thunderbolts up in there, so I can't wait. And of course, one of the first one Ryan Reynolds was ever in. As much as he likes to blame his Green Lantern role, pretty sure he wants to visit that universe to get rid of, Hannibal Gaines. Just trying to say. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. And and it's nice because we're looking at all the different types of heroes now. Like, we finally get to see a Black Panther. We finally get to see all these superheroes. Namor. I was actually wondering where Namor was going to come into the whole bit. I'm hoping to see the Silver Surfer here soon, and I can't wait. So, but like I said before, I'm going to do a Westerns one, and I'm going to do a recap on movies that I missed in my horror and in my gangster collections. So I just wanted to thank you for the time that you guys just spared to listen to me babble about my stuff. And I will see you guys again sooner than later.